Kind of like what happens when your daughter has her friends over and you are not part of the conversation.
Anybody have teenage daughters or granddaughters? Have you ever had conversations with them where you aren't exactly on the same page?
Silly boys, Jeeps are for girls. Damn, she's late for school. She won't even look at me, 'cause I'm just not that cool. I'm driving my dad's old truck, turning 16 in just 1 month. She'll still sit higher and park crooked right up front, 'cause she is driving her daddy's Jeep. She's putting her makeup on, finishing her breakfast while she's talking on the phone, and she's way above the law. Hell, she could drive in her sleep. Get out of the way, boys, she's driving daddy's Jeep.
Now, being a father, I try not to bother my teenage daughter and her friends, so trying to be cool. And not a fatherly fool, I joined their discussion of fashion trends. Now, I'm an old cowboy, and I try not to annoy my daughter or right her many wrongs, but I had to jump in with a half-crooked grin when they started in talking about thongs. Now, this subject I know. See, I was young long ago, and as a young boy used to wear them all the time. Well, down at the pond, I grew quite fond of the footwear from the Five and Dime. We weren't talking about the same thing, no doubt. They were talking about ladies' underwear. You know the kind that ride up the behind. I swear I'd rather go bare. And I wish I had struck dumb and had not succumbed to the temptation of being one of the girls. And it all went south when I opened my mouth and offered my wisdom and worldly pearls.
33s and a 6-inch lift. She can barely feel the road, and it takes the whole back seat just to carry her big load of curlers, books, and pom-poms, and her boyfriend's dirty clothes. How they ended up back there, well, heaven only knows. But she's driving her daddy's Jeep, she's putting her makeup on, finishing her breakfast while she's talking on the phone, and she's way above the law. Hell, she could drive in her sleep. Get out of the way, boy, she's driving her daddy's Jeep.
It's been a while, I said with a smile. In fact, I haven't worn them for years. All us boys wore them. It was stylish decorum, I said among mirth-laden tears. Of course, making them fit always hurt a bit as I wedged them into that tight space. I once wore my brother's. Or was it my mother's? They might have been trimmed in lace while I continued unchecked. My manhood was wrecked, and I had the girls hanging on every word. Most of the girls choking, all of them croaking at the terrible things they'd just heard. So I carried on as if nothing was wrong and lamented about how they used to fit. The rashes they made, calluses they laid, until they were broke in a little bit. And they were awful hard, didn't protect or guard the things they were supposed to protect neither. And I didn't care much for the odor as such. Of course, I didn't wash them very much either. And they had no traction. Not even a fraction, although their comfort can't be knocked. But the thing I hated most, I continued to boast, was the noise they made when I walked. Well, everyone around picked their chins off the ground, and my daughter explained what I had said. Well, now I'm glad that I didn't explain to them why. I want to be buried with them on when I'm dead.
back inside upon those leather seats. I heard she rips off her pumps and works that clutch in her bare feet. When she's driving her daddy's Jeep and she's putting her makeup on and finishing her breakfast while she's talking on the phone. And she is way above the law. Hell, she could drive in her sleep. Get out of the way, boy, she's driving down